Okay, looks like that's working. Can you guys hear me? And can you hear Jesse?
Can you hear me? Can
In,
you hear me?
in addition, can you hear the game at all?
Can you also hear? All right, we got a yes, and yes on us from Lampy and Ginger. Can you all hear the game too? No game audio.
No
Says
game
Lampy.
audio. Okay, let's see if I can fix that.
We got yeses on YouTube as well. Yay! Hey everybody, it's the stream. I'm gonna do the intro because Casey's currently trying to
Yeah,
fix it.
my
so
bad,
we all have a
guys.
good
You
time.
know how trying to stream these old school things go. Jesse's got it.
Cool. Hey everybody, this is Escapist Live. This is Throwback. And yes, whoever said that, I saw it, saying you feel old because this game is officially Throwback. Sorry, that's how time moved forward. But hey, up there, who will be playing the game is Casey. He does stuff here at the Escapist, and then down here where I am, I will be co-hosting and looking at chat mostly. And
All right, can you guys hear it now?
the screen just went blank, so let's see if it pops up. There it is.
Once the
Can y'all
city
hear
used
it?
to pulse with energy.
Yeah, I
Dirty
should be
and
able to hear it.
dangerous.
I don't know if it's
But
like
alive
super
and
loud or anything though.
Now, it's something else. The
My bad.
changes
As
come
Jesse was
slowly
saying,
at first.
This is a throwback
Most didn't
stream,
realize
and the game we're playing today is Mirror's
Accepted
Edge, the
they chose a comfortable
cult
Some didn't.
classic, I guess you could say.
And those who refused
I
to
mean, I
conform
know the people who really like it, like
pushed to the
really dig it.
sidelines.
Yeah, like there are people who like swear by this game.
criminalized.
Yeah.
And
became
some would say
icons.
that it was the game that kind
Call
of
themselves
sparked
runners.
a lot of other games'
They
fascination with
exist on the
parkour.
edge, between the gloss and the
Yeah,
reality.
it did happen after
The
this one, a
mirror's
lot of it.
edge. We keep out of trouble.
I remember writing a review for
And the
this a
cops don't
very,
lie.
very long time ago. I can't remember where that review went.
Runners see the city in a different way.
But-
Somewhere online.
Somewhere, yeah, but I did write a review for this. And I remember saying that the
Possibility.
cutscenes were like insurance commercials. Do you remember those old...
Love is what keeps us running.
Oh my
Keeps us
gosh,
alive.
yes.
So... Yeah, another thing that I love about this game, other than, you know, the game itself, is the soundtrack that they picked for it. I can't remember the name of the singer, but the main theme is an actual full song that has a music video and everything. And it's really freaking good.
I'm gonna believe you because I can't hear game audio, and it's been like since this game came out that I've actually heard it. So yeah, I think the game value might be a bit too high.
Too high. Okay. Let's see if we can fix that right now.
Lampy and other people saying so. Yes, sorry, the rabbit. First of all, thanks for trying to use my emoji image.
My
whatever
emoji
that is.
con.
My emoji con. Yeah, I re-uploaded the rabbit and took out the white background next to it so it could be transparent other than the rabbit's fur. So it just hasn't been approved yet. And I also uploaded a new one. So those should be available at some time.
There she is. Get after her.
Ooh, you sliding.
Hi, Faith. Welcome back.
Ace says it's currently overpowering both of us.
The audio still?
I think, or was that Ace? Oh, that was Ginger. Sorry.
Can't hear you.
Oh,
not
or is
saying
it
it's
is
down.
it better now?
Signal.
Also, can I put on subtitles? Yes. Always subtitles. Always, always, always.
Of course.
Because I can barely hear it myself now because of the way I had to finagle this to get the game to show up. Like,
Okay, Ginger says better now.
better now. Okay, good. All right.
Anyway, says, is this one still alive?
Oh, I should have jumped.
Yeah, jump.
Yeah, I've played through the entirety of Mirror's Edge twice. The first time, you know, why I lost all my momentum somehow. Oh, they wanted me to jump over it. That's why, not slide under it.
Oh.
Played through it the first time because, you know, I bought it, thought it was cool, had a good time. The second time, I had like long since sold the game, and just for some reason had like a big craving to go back to it. And so I purchased it again.
Well,
And then
perfect
played through it
segue.
again.
This Andrew Hickenbottom asked, "Are you playing on PC?"
No, I'm actually playing, I believe, the Game Pass version because it is on the. I think it was already on Game Pass, but then you know the EA Play thing partnered with, you know, Game Pass, so you're able to get it that way.
So you're playing it on your Xbox?
Yes, I'm playing it currently on my Xbox Series X, which is right now emulating an Xbox 360.
Oh, okay. But it's on Game Pass, so whether you've got that on PC or Xbox, you can also play this.
You know what? You're right. I didn't actually check that.
Oh, well, then
If
theoretically...
it was on Game Pass for PC.
Are they different? I just assumed they were.
They are actually different. Yeah, like the list of games for console and PC are different.
Oh, dang, Microsoft. That hurts.
I think it's because there are some games on one. Oh, I have to like turn and then jump. I remember these shenanigans. There's some games that are PC only, you know. So it's like we want to give you this game, but we can't put it like there's no way to put it on both. So like,
Are there any like Xbox only games?
I'm sure there are, yeah, like
hurts.
console exclusives and indies and stuff that don't have a
Boo.
PC version.
I don't like that because I use PC.
But in recent
okay.
news, Microsoft just started playing around with their cloud services, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would assume that means that you'd be able to stream some of those games from one platform, like anywhere else. Like you could use the browser on your. Oh, I missed that. Oh God, I missed that. Like your console has a browser, so you can basically stream perhaps a PC version of a game from the cloud service on your Xbox, and maybe vice versa. Like you stream it from your Xbox on your PC, from the Xbox library to your PC. I mean.
Gotcha. That's so weird, but also I don't know how programming works, so that could be completely reasonable. Hangry Giant, welcome to the tip jar.
Welcome.
I saw it. I'd get there. Didn't they also... They didn't make a sequel. They, like, remade this game or, like, did a reboot or something?
It was not a reboot. I think it was an actual full-on sequel, Mirror's Edge Catalyst.
Oh, okay.
A game that is also on, what do you call it? Game Pass for you to play and check out and stuff. The problem was it got middling reviews. So I don't think a lot of people checked it out. I myself have not checked it out yet, mainly because of time. But now that I've thought of this game as a throwback, I kind of really do want to check it out and see what I think of it.
Wants me to run you through some sparring. You know how he is. You ready? Okay, come on.
So yeah, so there is combat in this. Funny story.
I'm ready for laughs.
This game does have guns in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they come sort of late. They come into picture like maybe halfway through the actual campaign. And so me enjoying the running and the combat and the avoiding the enemy's guns so much, it never occurred to me that Faith, the main character, can actually pick up a gun. So I got to like the very end of the game without ever using a gun.
Wow.
And only realized it at the very end that I could have been using guns for quite a while. But honestly, I prefer to play it that way. Like, the guns aren't good. Like, the gunplay is not good in this game. Like, you should not use them and just stick to the... No matter how hard it gets, stick to the freaking combat. It does get really hard, too, if you don't do that.
All right, Faith. Let's run through.
Yeah, because you can disarm people. I knew how to do that, but I would like kick the gun out of their hand and just be like, aha, and just keep on moving.
Let's go. Or yeah, keep running.
See, I have it now. So you will drop, or well, I will also drop, pick up a weapon. So yeah, I would do that. I would like, I guess, spam the disarm button. Oh, she smacked me. I need to wait for the red. Yeah. Slow motion. Oh, she did that too fast.
That was a live gun. You can't just throw it off the roof.
No, she took the stuff apart, right? I don't know. I don't know how guns work.
Like, you could, you know, even if you didn't want to use it, you could pawn it or something. Like, it's still a valuable piece of material.
Well, here's the other kind of downbeat, I guess. You have completed training. What do you want to do? Oh, play the game. Duh. The other downbeat for this game is its story. Like, I think its story is boring and uninteresting. I don't remember the names of any of the characters other than the main one.
Because aren't they like Hope and Faith?
Oh, was the other person named Hope?
I'm not actually sure. That was a question.
No, I know the character we play as is Faith.
Okay.
Faith Connors, I think. And then there's something about like her parents. Like, she was left as an orphan at a young age or something because of totalitarian governments and surveillance states, you know, par for the course type stuff.
You mean parkour?
Par for the core type stuff. But yeah, outside of that, like, I don't know what she's really trying to do. Like, her job is she's a messenger. Like, because information is so difficult to get around without people seeing it.
Yeah.
Like, people who run around the city and physically transport messages back and forth are kind of an underground gig, and she's part of a community or a group that does just that.
It's sneaker net, I believe, is the old term.
Really?
It's like one of those
The first thing I did was jump off the building.
one of those old internet terms. It's like if you're exchanging floppy disks or, you know, flash drives now, called sneaker net. It's just not a super commonly used term, but I think it's funny.
Oh, why did she turn so slow? Oh yeah, because I'm supposed to flip like that. That's what they want me to do. Alright, I need some momentum to make this jump, I think. So jump, roll, jump, tuck my feet in. Ow! Oh, I'm supposed to tap it.
Lampy says sneaker net is still a thing. Good to know.
Yeah, Lampy would know. He's the resident internet king. Alright, forgive me as I regain my bearings in this game. It's been quite a while.
I'm seeing a few people in chat saying how they played it for like between 10 minutes or a couple hours and then had to tap out for multiple reasons.
Was one of those reasons like motion sickness?
I've seen that pop up, yeah.
Because I 100% understand that. I'm lucky that I don't actually experience much motion sickness when I play games that are big on movement and stuff. But I can definitely see how that can mess with you.
Also, I think it is
crap.
kind of funny that you're an underground messenger, but the whole game you're pretty much on rooftops.
It's a metaphorical it's a metaphorical underground.
It just seems like you should have another name. You know, it just seems like a high messenger. I don't know. It just seems
You want to get paid, Faith?
incorrect.
High messenger.
That does just sound like you've been smoking before the job.
Right.
I'm not saying that was the best one. Just it
You're taking your
It
sweet
needs a
old
little
time,
bit
so
of
let's get
something.
pissed. She's almost at the comms tower and you ain't.
Take your sweet time, so it's getting pissed. Well, what's the less gonna do about it? Nothing. That's what.
I'm the only one doing this. You're gonna wait.
Oh man. Oh, I freaking hit the L button too late. So I dropped off it when I actually made it for a second.
Oh.
I apologize for my lack of smooth movement.
Or smooth,
crap.
if you will. Tommy says overground. This gotta be even higher. Oh, I'm watching the actual Twitch
right.
stream. So I just watched you just land right next to that, and then slide down a building.
Oh, why is she missing the pole? I'm not supposed to press a button. I just need to hit the jump properly. Honestly, I remember being stuck on this first jump for quite a while the first time I played this. So, you know, nostalgia. See, I have to like line this up before I actually go for the jump, I think. Because, oh, there's two as well. So yeah, if I just jump straight ahead, then I should be able to get it.
Bringing the Revolution asks, good evening. That's not the question, but they also say that.
There we go.
This looks surprisingly hard, or stupidly hard. How do you know when to jump? Also a question I had.
That's a good question, and that is kind of left up to your own spatial awareness, I guess, because it is first person, and luckily you can see your feet. So if it really is like confusing you, you can watch your feet and know like when you like run out of roof. So it's like, yeah, you're gauging your momentum and, you know, your distance and stuff manually.
Wires are fizzing about you, Faith.
Oh, and Lampy asks, did you ever see the film Hardcore Harry? Or,
No,
sorry,
Hardcore Henry, right? Yeah, I have not seen it.
He said that is a study on how to give people motion sickness. I also haven't seen it, and I want to. I am expecting that it's something I would have to watch in chunks because of that motion sickness.
Okay, I can turn around. While hanging. Ugh. And these are like little secrets that you pick up if you're perceptive enough. That one was right in the way because they wanted to explain that it's a thing you can do. Yeah, so I took this to heart. You should always try to get away from hostiles. Like, I really wasn't trying to like go toe to toe with any enemies.
I love that. Just freaking, you got a nope right out of there. That graphic of just the U-turn.
no.
That was great.
And so you see what happens when you don't do that. You run straight into them, and it's a problem. Oh, see? Go this way.
Nope. Honey Money, I've not played Bloodborne. I played like 2 hours of Bloodborne at Blight's house. And it was really fun, and it absolutely is my jam, and I would love to play it. I don't have a PS4. So,
I ran the wrong way, didn't I?
maybe one day.
What the hell's happening? I can hear gunshots, and that bird seems a little too curious.
Faith's on her way. Get your ass ready to move.
Jump! Am I pressing that too late? That must be what it is.
Aw, Spooky says Hardcore Henry was so dumb. It's hilarious. That's, you know, I'm into that.
Yeah, okay, I gotta press the roll button before I hit the ground and not like right when I hit the ground. Enemies you need to get through are marked red with runner vision. Fight them or run past them.
You're gonna have to get through 'em.
Andrew
Oh, man.
bringing up how nice this game looks. And I agree. I mean, it's kind of on a tiny screen for me right now, but it
Look
does
at that.
look really
Oh
nice.
no.
And like the art style is, the art direction and everything is very clear and cool looking. Very stylized.
You ready, Sal?
Yep, I can see it.
Knocked him the hell out.
Tried to slide under there.
Yeah, I was trying to jump kick, but I I was mixing up the triggers.
Can you open doors, or are all doors you can go through already open?
No, the doors you can go through are red, and she literally like kicks or slams through them, so they're all locked.
Come on, Faith. CPF.
Gotcha.
But Faith don't give a shit.
Hey, throw me the bag. Okay, I got it right here.
Okay, they're playing rough.
Those are
stuff.
just called, with a little more effort, doors.
Get out of here.
Oh. Dang, you're sticking whole helicopters on me though.
Faith, don't care how you do it, just do it.
Hey, you're pretty important.
Oh, this is my helicopter. Or is this a random helicopter I decided to jump onto? Because that's very dangerous. I don't know where this is going.
This is meant to be a low-key job. Why the hell were they shooting? What did you do, Faith?
Nothing. They just opened fire.
Don't know what the hell's happening. I'll ask around. Get your ass back to base, Faith.
So that's the opening mission.
Nice.
Which is really more of a tutorial. But if I do remember correctly, she does something and like witnesses something she shouldn't have, and then that's what gets her into a lot of trouble. And where she has to like kind of get to the bottom of some
Going to see
conspiracy
Pope. Robert
and
Pope. Taking a statement on that.
I don't know, it's not good.
Anyways, it's 56 West Arlen Drive. Tell Lieutenant Miller.
Copy that. I'll relay the message, officer.
Like I haven't played the sequel game, but I hear the story in that is also kind of like lackluster and
Hey,
disappointing.
Mark.
I bet you're listening to the chatter.
That would
know
make
me.
sense.
But I mean, if that's like the biggest knock against it, like that's not much different than this game. So I feel like I might actually like it if I give it a try.
Don't chuck that thing.
Yeah.
I like the topping.
Matured. Yeah, I know. See you, Mark.
Retro
It's
Gamer
like-
says, "Hello, man." Oh, Mirror's Edge.
Shots fired. Repeat, shots fired. All units proceed to
Anything after
56
the
West
game get
Arlen
good
Drive immediately.
reviews.
Which one,
Proceed
Catalyst
with
or this
caution.
one?
This
Kate.
one. This one?
Yeah, this
I
one did
got-
get very favorable reviews, I think.
It looks like, not that Metacritic is the greatest thing, but just as a snapshot, has a score of 81.
Yeah, most
And
people
it-
like this one.
Mark,
You off?
I'm gonna
just
catch
get
up
on
chat.
comms and track me.
Lampy says I could be a bit louder.
Who, you kid?
That's what Lampy says. I don't know if anybody else agrees with Lampy. Or I was just mumbling and wasn't being loud enough, and that was my fault.
It's a possibility.
Almost there.
Well, anytime
I
you
mean,
like to tell
I
me where
can
the
attempt
fair is and
to
what
raise
the
your
hell
volume
you
up
do,
some if
feel
anybody
free.
else.
It's my sister.
We'll see. If we get a second complaint,
Okay,
I'll
I'm gonna
let
see
you
if
know.
I can figure out what's going on. Give me a
We'll
second.
do. All right.
Lucas Root says, wish there were more games like this, ones that focus on one bit of gameplay instead we get the Assassin's Creed kitchen sink gameplay. Valid.
Ow. Oh, this fence is electric.
Uh-oh. Woogie woogie woogie.
I was waiting for it.
I have to. That's just,
Them's the rules.
yeah.
Okay. So let's not jump straight at the fence, guys. That was a bad idea. Who told you to do that? More high voltage.
Ace says this should be called Mirror's Ledge.
You know what? I love the name Mirror's Edge, but it doesn't do anything for like the theming of this. Like Faith says those words in like the opening monologue, like something about how she's on the mirror's edge. But like I don't it doesn't like it doesn't make a lot of sense. So I love the name, but it doesn't really apply to the situation at all. And
Pope's place.
If you know anything about me, like, I'm kind of a
Don't tell him what's going on.
stickler for like titles, like the way things are titled, and you lose points that way.
You know he was running for mayor, right?
To answer your question, Catalyst got, again on Metacritic, a 74 from reviewers, so a bit more mixed.
Yeah, so not
really
not that
more than
bad. Yeah.
80. But the user score is a 5.4.
Well, I never trust a user score. I'm just gonna be honest. Like a lot of users don't know how to give like a valuable opinion, because they're all opinions, mind you.
Right.
But like some of the stuff that they want to be mad about tend to not matter to anyone other than them. So it's like you could have just kept that to yourself.
Yeah, it really, whether I'm looking at reviews from people who got paid to review it, not by the company, just, you know, like, they paid me to say I like this. But, like, from people that work at an outlet and user reviews, like, I always have to look deeper to know why they gave it the score. Because, yeah, it's exactly like that, where sometimes I look at a review, it's like, 1 out of 10, the soundtrack was bad. Like, well, I'll put on music if I need to. Jeez, how does it play? Or I'll be like, oh man, this was such a great game, and then having to look at what that person reviewed previously and how they reviewed it, and being like, ah, you like games I don't. That's good to know.
Right? Yeah. That's how you should look for a reviewer in general, right? Is like find someone whose opinion seems to line up with your own on most things. Probably, you know, you're rarely gonna find someone who's likes exactly the same stuff you do.
Yeah.
But if you like a certain kind of game and that person tends to as well, then they can probably tell you what's a better or worse one of those kinds of games, right? Let's make things even better. Vote Callahan. No, I think Callahan's a bad guy in this, right? Also, politics bad. We're outside the fringes of society. So I'm assuming Faith doesn't vote. She's not a registered voter. Crap. Where do you want me to go? I need the red, right? That's what I'm searching for, and everything here is white.
Maybe you gotta go like gotta go up some stairs or something.
Did I up some stairs, maybe?
Lampy asked, how do you feel about the title Horizon Zero Dawn, Casey?
Yeah, that I haven't played that game, but I'm positive that means nothing.
I'm curious what it means.
Like, there's no way that string of word lettuce means anything significant. This is the only red thing here, but I feel like I did jump on this earlier, but I'll do it again. Too short. Yeah, I was just over here.
Joe Fletcher says Mirror Edge is referring to the glass city that you all run across.
Yeah, but a glass isn't a mirror. Like, because that's the name of the city, right? It's like this, they call it the city of glass or something. And honestly, that's a very poetic way to say that this city has like a shit ton of buildings in it. It means there's like tons of windows, so it's a city of glass, right? That's cool. If this game was called City of Glass, I could get behind that, because that's also kind of a good title, and it you run around the city of glass, so it's kind of a character in and of itself. I can get behind that. To have a thing called the City of Glass and then say she runs along the edges of the city, therefore she runs along the mirror's edge. That's you're trying to stretch it.
Yeah.
Because the glass's edge doesn't sound as good, does it? The edge of the glass.
That does sound like you're just talking about frames.
Like, yeah, like it sounds like you're talking about
edge.
like spectacles,
Right
yeah.
here. Yeah.
Oh, maybe I had to get over there. Or was I there earlier? I don't know. How would I get over there? Chat, help. It's been a long time since I played this game. There should be more red here. Like, I thought that was the whole thing.
Josh says City of Glass makes more sense, but it also sounds more generic. And I'm glad you brought that up, because I'm fairly certain there's a YA novel called City of Glass, but I might be wrong.
I know that there's a book series called City of Bronze?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Is that right? Because my fiance was reading that book, and then weirdly enough, I stumbled across an advertisement for a game based on that book.
Ooh, that's just Google listening to you.
Right?
Edger Hickenbottom says, look over the edge towards the big skyscraper. You have to jump across it.
Oh, I finally see the red. Thank you.
Josh says, City of Glass is the third book in the urban fantasy series, The Immortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare.
Oh.
I knew it!
We got to the bottom of it. So there's the red that I was missing. It was on
Ginger
that
got there too. Thank you, Ginger.
Man, I wasted a ton of time on that rooftop. You see how hard it is to like really focus on your surroundings when you're streaming? Like, this is what happened with Alien Isolation. And Nick was getting so frustrated. Because I just kept getting turned around because I can only really pay like half attention to what I'm doing. Use A to interact with things like buttons.
Isensel, I always forget how to pronounce your name, I'm sorry. Eisensail? Eisenseal? Says, a lot of glass is mirrored, and I say, that's true, but so are picture frames, and it's not called Picture Frame's Edge.
The frame's edge.
Frames? Edge of frame.
It just sounds like you took a bad picture.
Kate?
It's an artistic style. It's not a bad picture. It's just purposefully at the edge of frame.
All right, Faith's sister is a cop.
Oh, okay.
So they're like siblings, but they're on opposite ends of, you know,
Bad
whatever.
Don't you read the news?
It's bad Faith. No, her name's just Kate.
He was running from there.
Oh, well.
So the break-in must have really spooked him then. That's what I thought, but it was odd. He told me about the break-in, asked me to come.
Lampy, Mortal Instruments, I think, is a series.
Anyway,
I think they made a movie out of it.
Just sitting at his desk.
I think. Or they made a series.
If it was a series, I want to say it was on ABC Family.
I was gonna say, is that the one that was on ABC Family?
Yeah, or Freeform, they call it now.
Oh, yeah. That's its name.
Also a bad name. Yeah, don't name your TV channel Freeform.
Isn't the time to run. I'm not like you.
But like, you know, it's so
This was
freeform.
an accident, Kate. There are no accidents.
I don't know what that means, to be honest. I can't. I can't defend or be upset at it.
Right, like none of the shows are like unscripted, I'm sure.
That's true.
Like, you don't just get a bunch of actors together on a set and just be like, go for it.
Blue's incoming phase.
That would make that channel name make sense.
Right about, oh, now.
Tommy is correct. A good name with good theming. Alien Isolation. That one does work pretty well.
My superior.
I
Anything
like
you find to him.
I'm serious, Faith. Remember they're not
Unless
playing
that's a
nice.
callback and you
Get
hate
out of
it.
there.
Now go. And Faith. Thank you.
Oh, they still love each other.
Aww.
That does genuinely like upset me, like in real life and in media, when like siblings don't get along.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like it's like, come on, can't you guys work it out? Like you're family. Oh, I forgot about that too. Holding B points me in the right direction,
Get out of that building, Faith.
Oh.
so that is useful. You want me to jump out this window? Nah.
Squad swarming on you, Faith. Find a way out of there.
Oh crap. That like took the crap.
Get out of there,
That
Faith.
took all my camera.
Ah! Ew. Wait, is this also a movie?
Is what a movie? Me running?
Oh no, The Mortal Instruments from 2013. I think that was a movie first. Well, I mean, it was a book series first, but I think they did make the movie before the TV series. Honey Money just posted a link. But IMDb doesn't just say movie or show. And I need it. Oh, PG-13. Okay, that's what I need to see. Because television has different ratings.
Oh crap! I ran straight into that glass. That's what they were worried about.
It's a city of glass. They gotta mirror more of them.
Yeah, there aren't enough mirrors in this. If I don't see myself, I end up running straight into the...
Ended up like the birds outside
Ow!
my house. Just freaking bash right into my porch window.
Am I in the right place? Oh, I gotta get up there.
Press X to be scared of heights.
Crap.
No button pressing required.
Ooh, that was nice. I didn't even have to hang on the ledge.
Freaking the Revolution says I want the B button functionality in real life. I'm always lost. Wouldn't that be just so useful?
Like, just tell me what to do, please.
I mean, GPS is kind of like that, but...
But only for directions, which I desperately need, so thank you.
Milky says...
Oh, they're
"Why
shooting
is
through the
never a
freaking
fan of
vents."
Ragely default?" That's fair. How do you feel about triangle path strategy or whatever it's called?
That game looks really cool. I did play the demo,
Yeah.
and it doesn't feel at all like it's... I shouldn't be going that way, I'm sure. It doesn't feel at all like they've nailed what the core gameplay is. Like, they know what, I guess, their story is and what they want the game to look like. But I didn't get a good feel for like what moment-to-moment combat and speccing your characters and stuff feels like. It just seemed kind of like it was on autopilot.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's a big fall. But that game is far from done, so...
Yeah. And hopefully it'll have a new name.
Yeah,
It is
right.
a working title, but I think so was Octopath Traveler. So...
But Octopath Traveler kind of stuck, I guess, right?
Yeah, but
Like,
that's...
Project Triangle Strategy is way
Man.
more abstract.
Yeah, I like the name. Octopath Traveler. So I'm okay with that name. I mean, they don't pay me to pick the name, so it really doesn't matter what I think. But
Right.
I'm on the mic, so I'm going to let you know. Andrew Hickenbottom says, I love watching speedruns of this. It's mad how much people take shortcuts. I would love that. Actually, this
Yeah, that's
does seem
probably-
like a cool game to speedrun.
Yeah, like they do have like the challenge sections after you complete portions of the story, and I'm sure people have been destroying those records in there because there were like leaderboards for it too. And I think this game got some DLC to add like extra speedrun, like time trial courses and stuff too, at some point. I thought that symbol was telling me where... Oh, it's telling me that this is around. Get it. Stop shooting me.
Billy Wilbo says the cop on the minigun has the accuracy of a stormtrooper.
Did Star Wars ever like explain why stormtroopers shoot so bad? I feel like I heard that somewhere that they did.
I mean, no, because there is very few things I willingly know about Star Wars or know about Star Wars in general. And one of them is like in the first movie, episode 4, that like someone says, "Oh, this precision had to come from stormtroopers." So like in lore, they're supposed to be good at shooting.
But they just aren't.
Yeah.
Because I remember there was a joke in The Mandalorian about how, like, it wasn't even a joke. It was just they were showing two stormtroopers like doing like target practice to kill time, and like neither one of them could hit the thing, like at all. And it was not like a hard target. So like they're poking fun at it. Like people know that that's a thing. Oh no, that jump just went nowhere. Come on.
We have a breaking story here at City Eye Channel News.
Hippolyto? I can't say your name. That's wild. It says bad equipment is one of the reasons. The real reason is plot.
Of course.
If that's the reason, I automatically hate it. My rage for Star Wars continues on.
Is it just me, or does this logo here look like the Chick-fil-A symbol?
I'm gonna watch the stream now and wait for this Chick-fil-A symbol to pop up. You know, it does a bit. From a distance, it did kind of make me think of Chick-fil-A.
Oh no, I shouldn't hit this floor. This is like the street. Oh man, I gotta go this far back?
You're a rooftop runner. You can't hit the street.
Right? What do my friends think? I saw Faith walking down the street the other day.
Picking up squad cars moving in on you. You ain't got much time.
Oh god, how did I miss that? They should have given me a checkpoint much sooner. Or much further along this elevator here. But I guess it's my fault for dying, right?
Do you have anyone else to blame?
Picking up squad cars moving in on you. You ain't got much time.
Oh man. Again, I almost fell.
This is the real reason, Jesse. Lucas isn't a good writer. Yeah, I know. It's one of the reasons I don't like Star Wars.
You gotta push through to the plaza face. There's a route through the tunnel ahead.
So I'm with you there, Lampy. Full agree.
Get some air in your lungs and run, Faith.
Are they meant to be clones though? Yes, they are. However, they paid a lot of money for them, so I'm assuming they're supposed to be.
Yeah, they're supposed to be genetically enhanced and have all these skills and stuff.
Yeah. Like, and why would you pay for an army?
When they were working for the Jedi, they were good. Like when they were the good guys, they were capable. But then when they got activated and became the bad guys, all of a sudden, not so much. Ow! Bastard. Yeah, that's what I did every time. I would throw the gun away.
Good guy here. Nobody needs guns. Anyways, this Escapist bingo talk about Star Wars. I know I didn't want to bring it up. I'm sorry. I hate bringing it up.
Hey, let's get you out of here.
I will never mention it again.
What else shows up on the Escapist bingo card?
I'm very definitely talk about the Dark Souls.
Yep. That would definitely go.
You okay? Come on.
I didn't even try to help her up.
Good, Faith.
Ah, she got this. You good? Don't worry about it.
And don't worry about your sis, okay? We'll fix it.
No wondering why the Blues are so trigger happy. I mean, aren't they always? This ain't nothing new.
What the hell,
It's from 2008.
Got somebody rattled, kiddo. I don't know what it is, but
one of
they're
those
mighty
years.
jittery.
I don't remember what
Hey,
year this takes place. Like, this is supposed to be like
Take long to lose it?
near future
those blues come
from
in for shit.
when it came out, which was 2008.
A little gun happy,
Yeah.
though.
Wires are fizzing
So
about
maybe
Pope's murder.
nowish.
Blue traffic is up. Way up. Don't know what's got into them. Must
Oh,
be contract
insightful also
renewal
brings up
time.
anime on
careful out
Escapist
there,
Bingo.
So
Nick being
why are we
toxic.
here?
Our girl's been lifting evidence
Says
from
Lampy.
a crime scene. Now every
Nick
time
Tommy
someone
says,
seems
to be
"How did he
after
get me?"
That the
Bullshit.
evidence you lifted?
That's Nick.
Yeah, I think it's from a diary. The rest of it was gone. All I can make out
See,
are
Nick firing
Icarus,
someone, Nick
maybe,
banning someone.
and to the
Mhm.
heights.
Let's see. Tarek
Icarus.
says, oh, Bug Snacks.
Wasn't he the
Good
good
one,
guy?
Yeah,
Ginger.
his dad made him some wings
Dr.
out of feathers
Gaming,
and wax.
Twitter.
That's I would say that's a more rare one, but yeah.
No more wings.
We're
Would-
talking about Sekiro count as Dark
If
Souls.
anyone's
or is
heard
that a
anything, then you
loophole?
know.
I'd count it.
I would count
Yeah.
it. Same
I
devs,
know he
same
ain't around
feel.
anymore, but he's
Yeah,
got contacts.
similar feel. It's,
You can't
it's,
avoid him
it's right
forever.
there with it.
Wanna bet?
It's Souls like you.
Who? Jackknife.
Amy using the C word.
Craig's got a location on Jackknife. He's on some rooftops at the old runner training ground. Storm drains.
Is that still banned? Probably Speakeasy.
You can follow the canals.
I don't choose the banned words, but
Get going.
knowing what that word is, yeah, probably.
Oh, ouch. All right. I should have grabbed that then, right? Like, how was I getting over there? What am I missing? I flip on this pole. And I get to that pole. And then I get over this fence.
Tommy says Casey claiming that he's the real Souls champ.
Wait, no, I don't claim that. Chat does that for me.
Oh, okay, so somebody else claiming.
Yeah, sure. And I just co-signed it afterwards.
You look at it and go, "That's right."
There we go. I had to
Yep,
wall run
Lampy
first.
dropping the Souls champ.
Crap. Can I can't like even shimmy around this corner? Ugh.
Hey Tommy, look, we can't just put team killing by Casey. We gotta just put team killing. That is
Yeah, that is not
a
unique to
team
me.
sport. Yeah. Look. We all do it.
Oh, man, she
Regardless
was
of what
killed.
any specific people on the Escapist team might say, we all do it. We got the proof. We have video of it.
Oh, damn it.
Team killing is a kill sport. Team killing is a team sport, Jesse 2021. Yes, you may quote me on that. Team killing is a team sport. But the person killed always Nick. I think I've shot Casey. What? Wait, didn't Casey kill me once? I think I've killed you once.
We must have killed each other at some
Yeah.
point.
Someone else has killed Amy. I don't remember who. Amy's definitely shot me, but I don't think she's killed me. I think she has killed Nick though.
Crap.
Anyway, says when is the next RC night? I don't know. So we can play against the community. I freaking love playing that game, and I like playing against you all. So I don't know when it is, but I am down for whenever it is, or whatever. Because we're not doing versus.
Oh man, that's how you got
Them
that.
again this week. Because that was just for their launch. The oh,
Ouch.
dang! I forgot their name.
Upcomer.
Upcomer. I thought it was. I was like, it's not upcoming. It's, and then I blanked. Dang! I was so close.
I would like to stream against them again and get a little bit of revenge for that ass kicking
Yeah.
they delivered to us.
Yeah, it's our turn to pick a game that we played and they haven't.
Yeah, one that I can use a controller on, for starters. Though I will say, the way I was using the mouse and keyboard for Valorant was probably the most comfortable I've been using a controller. I mean, using a mouse and keyboard in a while. So I can maybe practice more like that and perhaps start to get a little better. But in general, Just give me a controller.
Andrew Hickenbottom says, I'm pretty sure you have to shimmy around the air conditioning unit.
I mean, they didn't let me shimmy, but I ended up having to wall run and then wall run up the air conditioning thing to get to the top one. Ow. Why are there snipers here? Hold on, there's another messenger bag in this area somewhere.
Here in Drive, replying to the name, says, in the comic she says, quote, they choose the comfortable life. I choose the mirror's edge. I still don't know what the mirror's is.
Yeah, like it's if I need to know what the mirror is. Like, if the city of glass is also the mirror, that's too loose. Like, I get it, you see your reflection in all the windows of the big buildings, sure. But it's not good enough to make the title work, you know?
Yeah, I'm with you. Lampy the Scribe says, Casey killed Jesse once because Nick shot Casey and he thought it was Jesse. That's probably accurate.
The thing is, that doesn't really sound like me. Like,
That sounds something more like what Nick would do.
Right, yeah,
Like,
Nick was the one who would retaliate from a team kill.
one of us accidentally shot him, and then he turned around and shot the wrong one. That does sound like a Nick move.
Oh, how did I miss that? All right.
Ice and Sill says, on all caps, mirrored glass windows. Not all the glass windows are mirrored, though.
Yeah, remember, we're talking about a whole city, not like a specific... Like, Black Mirror works because...
It's like a dark reflection. Like,
Right, exactly. Like, all of your technological devices look like a black mirror. Like, they literally look like a black mirror when they're off and just staring at you, right? That's why that works.
Thought of it that way. I always thought it was like a grim reflection.
But
of,
no,
like,
it also
underuse of
is. Like,
technology.
it also is. Like, that's why that works so well. Because you
Yeah.
can read it in those multiple ways. Like, it is what they're saying it is, but it's also the metaphorical thing that it is, right? A city of glass can reflect you like a mirror, but then to say, I'm on the mirror's edge kind of ignores the fact that it's called the city of glass. And not
the city of
the
mirrors,
mirrored city or something.
which is a mouthful.
And also, what the hell does being on the mirror's edge have to do with running on buildings in parkour?
You're on the roof's edge, but it's not glassed. It's not mirrored. It's
Right, yeah.
solid material.
Like, it's too much of a stretch. Like, I know what they were going for, but it's like I have to make kind of mental jumps to piece it together, and that makes it not as good a title as it could have been.
Yeah.
But granted, I do think it's still a good title because saying Mirror's Edge is fun to say. like those two words together like flow well.
Yeah. Don't think about it, but it works if you don't think about it. Andrew Hickenbottom says Mirror's Edge means both running on the edge of skyscrapers while also running on the edge of society. Again, I feel like it's too much of a stretch.
Yeah, like, is society a mirror now? Like, when did that start? Like, is there some kind of philosophical phrase called the societal mirror? Oh no, I pressed the wrong button. That's all me. Andrew Hickenbottom says Casey just wants to be called Parkour Origins Corp Runner Extreme.
What a title.
See, while that title would be like thematically accurate, it's bad to say. Like, it doesn't flow well, like, as words. So that's what makes that a bad title. So like I said, Mirror's Edge is a good title because it's good to say, but thematically it misses the mark. Whereas a perfect title is something like Mass Effect, where
Right.
it's thematically sound because the the Mass Effect is a phenomenon in the game world, a very important phenomenon that basically makes most of what you're doing possible. Like it's the main technology that made like space flight and all their weapons and all their experiments work is the Mass Effect fields and whatnot, right? But also the whole base concept of the game is you make decisions that have a mass effect on everything in the universe. And also Mass Effect is good to say. So you hit all 3 points, perfect title.
With you on that. Tommy says she's mirrored by her cop sister, Casey. But that's still too much.
Yeah, I love all the attempts at stretching it. But it's just more proof that it's not hitting the mark.
Yeah. Honeyway says control, and I think you're bringing that up as a title, which I do think works because you both get powers to control, and also it's the Federal Bureau of Control.
Yeah, it is the Federal Bureau of Control, and the goal of the Federal Bureau of Control is to control objects of power. But I don't know. I feel like there's a third thing missing.
Oh, probably. You control your powers?
Because
I'm not sure.
Because control in this instance is just explaining kind of what the premise is. Like, hey, we're here to control these things, right? So, boom, you hit one. Control is a single word. It's fine to say. Like, the word control is cool, and just without context, you say control. Like, if that was someone's, like, you're activating your anime power, you say control. Like, that's cool by itself, right? So it passes that test, right? So that's 2.
Yeah.
So the third one is, what is the metaphorical meaning of control in relation to the game world? Because that I'm not seeing immediately.
Clampy says anime. Bingo. Yeah, Honey Money, you are correct. That is a good one that works well. It's also a fantastic game.
Yeah, the game is also really good, which helps.
Tommy Salty says Alan, what? Alan, wake! Yeah, I strongly dislike that game. It does work as a title though.
I generally dislike titles that are just the name of someone, if that someone is not a person of importance. Like if I don't know, oh okay, I need to run up here and get in that door. That's what I'm missing. Like if it's not like a historical figure, like, oh, this is the Martin Luther King movie, let's call it King. This is the Nelson Mandela movie, let's call it Mandela. Like that fits. But like who is like there are multiple movies like this, right? And there are exceptions to this rule, because like for example, John Wick is not anyone of note except for in its world. In its own world, John Wick is a name that means a lot. And that's why they can kind of get away with that. Also, John Wick sounds cool to say.
It does.
So, like, I can give that a pass.
Insightful says, Casey, do you spend a lot of time thinking about cool words to say to activate your anime powers?
I will not comment on that.
Was it less than you'd expect, more than you'd think? Is that how the phrase goes?
Yeah, let's not dive into what my anime powers would be. Why is this? I'm missing this freaking jump pad here.
Honey Money says Heavy Rain as a title. I've never played it, so I don't know if it works.
I like saying Heavy Rain. Those two words go
good
together well.
Yeah.
So that works. There is a theme of there's actual heavy rain that takes place during like pivotal moments for certain characters. So like those moments are kind of punctuated with the appearance of heavy rain, right? But the last thing would be the metaphorical meaning. And I guess you could say that heavy rain is not synonymous, but can be attributed to like depression or something like that. So I don't know. I keep missing this goddamn red. I'm supposed to jump on it and jump off it, but like I'm getting stuck behind it. Like how is that a thing that they're doing to me? Okay, so I'll just take my time a little bit on that. So yeah, I would still say Heavy Rain is a good title and not a perfect title.
To like, where'd it go? Billy Wilbo says perfect name equals Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. I can't argue with
It's
that.
too explanatory. And while Tony Hawk is a person of note and a cool thing to say, Pro Skater isn't that cool to say.
I don't know. I feel like Pro Skater. You're not just a skater though. You're a pro skater. As
I don't
someone
know.
who used to skateboard, not well. I think it sounds pretty cool to be a pro skater.
I mean, this is all subjective.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, this is not a hard and fast formula. What the hell did I just turn on? Oh,
Sometimes
this is opening.
I see notes in chat about gameplay tips, and it's like, I don't know exactly, because I'm having to look at two different chats and catch up to stuff. It's like, I don't know if this is relevant right now or not, because I'm also not able to watch what's happening most of the time.
Yeah, if I get, like, real stuck.
So I
That'll
saw
probably
your
help.
tip, but I think he got past it. American Truck Simulator is the most philosophical game name by far. It's great.
Oh, oh.
But is it better, worse, or the same as Euro Truck Simulator though?
I guess it depends on where you were born.
Hey, get something on the wires. Shit. Looks like they anticipated you might duck in here and send a sniper team ahead.
Tommy Salty says God of War. That's a great title. It is a good title.
Yeah, I agree. God of War is a perfect title. It hits all three of the marks.
Lampy spent 200 bits thanks to say Casey and Jesse. What would your anime powers be?
My anime powers would be the same as my superhero powers. When someone asks you, like, oh, what would be your superpower or whatever? I want to control time and space.
Get your ass through there.
Oh, so
Ouch.
you know, that classic one. that minor ability.
Like, it's super OP, but I don't care. You asked me the question.
I like it. Hey, I mean, if you're not gonna add any limitations on it, why wouldn't you go?
Right, yeah, just go for broke.
Yeah. I will go a bit less extreme than that. I think my favorite set of powers, and it would work in anime or superpowers or in whatever. I want the powers to have cartoon logic.
Oh.
So like I can walk off a cliff and I won't fall unless I look down.
That is kind of OP, though.
Yeah, like if I get smashed, I can put my thumb in my mouth, reinflate myself. Classic anime, I can jump as high as I freaking want. And nobody is like, no, it doesn't matter what genre it is. I will jump as high as I want and people will be like, whoa, that makes sense. Also, I can carry gigantic weapons. The weight of something I am using as a weapon doesn't count against its actual weight. Like that, cartoon logic is wonderful, I think, as a power.
Wait, it's not this door. Guess I gotta shimmy over one more. Those guys will actually shoot at me. Ow! Where's the goddamn door? Wait, I passed it. Oh man. Maybe I should have kept that sniper rifle. Oh no! No!
Speakeasy replies to Lampy's question as the ability to annoy Nick from long distances.
Oh, I went the wrong way.
Hey, we all live in different states and communicate over the internet. We do annoy Nick from long distances. That's already. We need different powers. We already got that.
Oh, it was a button. Of course it was.
Yes, Lampy, I would get hammer space. I love hammer space. Anything I wanted to get, all I have to do is reach off screen, grab it, pull it back in. I have it now.
That's called hammer space?
I believe so, yes. Unless it's called something else, and Lampy is bringing up hammer space, and I don't know what that is, but I think it's called hammer space. I have not seen Chronicle Honey Money. What is Chronicle? Should I see it?
Yeah, that Michael B. Jordan movie.
I have not seen it.
It's a bunch of kids who get telekinesis powers. Like they can move things and control things with their minds.
As you do with telekinesis.
You know, for anyone unaware of what the properties of telekinesis contain. Where am I? Oh, back here.
Charizard Oreo says the worst game titles are the ones that are just one word and it makes it annoying to Google, like inside or everything. Yeah, I'll agree.
Wait, everything is a game title?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Ow. Oh no, what the? Alright, that's a little annoying. I don't know why I fall sometimes. It's like, I should have grabbed that. I'm like right next to it. I should just slow down. I don't need to I don't need to make that entire jump that way.
Spaz says, whose perspective creates the screen borders? I would say it is something that you cannot do to put some like realistic limitations on it for fun. It is something you cannot do when being observed. So like, if someone can see my hand reaching, then that is that's not out of frame. But that also means that if all eyes are in front of me, I can reach behind me and pull it out. But if someone's behind me, I can't do that. But I might be able to like do something. Oh, another fun one.
There's a word
Turn
for that.
sideways. Turn sideways and hide. A word for what? Powers where you're, as long as you're not being observed.
Yeah, it's something with quantum mechanics.
I was gonna say, yeah, there's totally a word for quantum mechanics in that shoot, and I forget what it is, but yeah, as long as it is. Is it not?
Is it the uncertainty principle?
Maybe that sounds cool. Lampy says yes, it's called hammer space. So yes, that is hammer space. Yay! Disciple says, alternatively, the power to summon Nick with only a few words. Quote, Red Wings suck.
There is an MC Hammer Time joke in here somewhere. I don't know. I don't know how to piece it together. Like, if there is a concept called hammer space, how is it not intrinsically connected to hammer time?
It's two separate things, hammer time and hammer space.
Oh god, why did I just do that?
Lampy, you are correct. The way to summon Nick is to say easy clutch 3 times. So yeah, if you want to summon Nick, that's how you do it.
Oh, now I see where they wanted me to go.
Honey Money asks, Casey, have you seen the read or die principle? Also, Lucas said Heisenberg uncertainty principle. I'm gonna look that up, see if that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, that was what I thought it was, right? Uncertainty principle. And read or die principle?
No, have you? Honey Money just asked, have you seen the read or die anime?
Yes, I have. I actually really like that anime. There's an anime, there's a movie, and then there's an anime series. I saw the movie first. Don't remember which one came first. But I saw it because it aired like super late at night on Adult Swim. Like back in the day. And liked it so much that it stayed in my head, and I searched for it, like more of it over time, and then found that that anime series. I should rewatch Read or Die.
that good? All right.
It is.
I've never seen it.
It's been so long since I've seen it, so I definitely benefit from rewatching it.
Oh, do characters have powers in it?
Yes, the power, or at least the main character, if I remember correctly, has the power to manipulate paper.
Yeah, Honeymoney saying that someone had the ability to walk through walls. Yeah, a person can make things out of paper, can control paper.
Yeah, she's a papermancer.
That's awesome. I love weird control stuff like that. It's like, I can only control this. And then using that to your advantage. I love, like, weird, quirky powers like that.
Should I have turned that on at some point? Guess I can come back down, is it?
I'll see if it's...
No! I hit that. When this comes up, I'm just gonna jump on there. Oh god. That was a risky jump.
Spaz says everything you can pull out of hammer space is in fact stored in parachute pants. Ace says, I've seen a show called Misfits where a guy can move dairy products and nothing else. I've heard really good things about Misfits as a show. And I think that is one of the things from it.
Where do you guys want me to go? Oh crap. Crap, crap, crap. Ow.
I have not watched Haiku yet.
I'm actually rewatching it right now. Because I watched it alone the first time, and now my fiance is watching it with me. Because she needs to be enlightened. Oh crap, there's a lot of them in that direction. Yo, stop, like, breaking off. Crap, I'm on the wrong side of this fence.
Billy Woobo says,
Shit!
You can control paper, you can also control trees and other plant matter. No,
No,
paper
it's-
is fundamentally different. Like, it is a process byproduct. So I would say totally diff.
Oh, I need to jump over this thing. Which means I need to get a little higher. Somehow, somewhere. I can't climb everything. It's annoying me. Like, what can I use? Okay, that orange container there. Oh no! I waited too long.
Andrew says you have to defeat them, Casey. I don't know if that's actually the truth or he's just like really trying to encourage you. Like, you have to defeat them. You must overcome this.
I mean, that didn't look like I had to defeat him just now.
He saes the door won't open until they're taken care of.
That's a lie. I just...
I
why are
said
you-
that, looked up and saw you kick in a door.
God knows who he's working for now.
Like, why lie?
Andrew says, well, I'll be damned.
I think I accidentally skipped the cutscene. Catch this dude for some reason. Come on now, I pressed L. Get over here, Nightwing.
Wow, that landing did look harsh. Being shot and still running gives a new meaning to runner's high. Yeah, that adrenaline's really pumping. You could be like, I can shrug this off. Although it also seems like you would just bleed out so much faster.
But haven't you heard? I run on the mirror's edge.
Whoa!
So that explains everything. The timing for that is a little odd.
Maybe it's the emulation.
Get there.
Catch Nightwing.
Did he keep going in circles?
I mean, he's got to let you catch up to him somehow.
This asshole. He just shook me.
It's just as nice of him to wait for you. Yeah, he's got to catch his breath. Honey Money asked Casey, did you like the Claymore anime if you've seen it?
Crap. I feel like I started Claymore and then didn't go any further than the first or second episode. So that's not an indictment of Claymore. I just for some reason didn't go back and watch it. I can't remember the reason why. I don't know if it was because I thought it was boring or what. Oh, that hurt. This guy. Like, you thought you were real cool, huh? Now look at you.
Oh. Dang.
Man, his back is toast.
I've heard good things about Claymore. I have not. I think I read the first manga when I was at the manga library.
Where is the manga library located?
Let me answer that in 1 second. Someone asked what you're playing this on, and the answer was the Xbox Series.
Yeah, Xbox Series X through Game Pass or EA Play. I don't know why I phased through that poll at all. But yeah, it's being emulated on 360 from the Series X.
Yeah, I have heard good things about Claymore the anime. The anime library on the East Coast, it's usually, I mean, I'm in Virginia and was in North Carolina before that, so like it shows up there. I forget her name, but she's the one who does it. She goes to different conventions and will set up the anime library, and it's just like a big room. She brings in all the manga that she's got from the library. I think it started as her personal collection, and then she started a nonprofit, I think.
Wow, okay.
And yeah, brings it in. It's just a big freaking, it's just a bunch of anime, it's a bunch of manga. And you just go in, and if you're in the con, you can just go in and read stuff. Like, it's not an extra fee or anything. And they have like a tip jar and stuff. And you just go in and read. And it's really nice because at a con, everything's so busy and loud, and boy, do I miss that. But it's really nice to have a quiet spot to just go and kind of chill.
Yeah, that does sound nice.
And
That's
it's
cool
also
that that's
where
a moving thing.
Yeah. So if you ever get a chance, I absolutely recommend it. It's really cool. I don't know how.
Why am I phasing through that poll? Like, that's like 3-4 times I've done that now.
So yeah, if you get a chance, anime library. Real cool if you're ever at a con with it.
I've only ever been to one kind of con, and it was Otakon, which was in DC.
Yeah.
I want to say 2018, 2019.
Is that the one that's at the? Is it in Crystal City? Right outside, like DC, Crystal City. Shoot, I forget where that is, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Is that always in DC?
Recently, yes. I don't remember for how long it's been in DC, but yeah, it's like I don't remember if it's technically DC or if it's like the part of Maryland that's basically next to DC, because a lot of stuff says it's in DC
Yeah,
and not
it's
in
like-
DC proper. Awesome Con is in DC proper, I know, because it's a pain to get to.
It somehow weirdly snapped me onto this pole after I tried to jump over it.
Wow.
I don't know what the hell's going on there.
Can we just turn these streams into anime talk with Jesse and Casey?
That's what you guys want to do, I guess.
That's why they keep asking us questions about anime. This is big like the movie podcast. Watch something and talk about it. I mean, that would be cool.
I don't know. It's gonna sound dumb, especially coming from me, but I'm kind of weary of like anime talk shows. Like,
I think that's fair.
yeah, I feel like they get so into the weeds, and like there's just no way really around that. Like, 'cause there's so much of it. Like, there's like, what is there to really focus on any given week? Like, and I'm not the kind of person who likes to watch like the new stuff that's out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get to the things that I've heard good things about when I get to them, you know. So yeah, like hearing a bunch of other people talking about like the spring season's anime or whatever, like, has never appealed to me.
Yeah, I am exactly the same. Oh, I just watched you with that. Where it's like, like I'm watching Parasite for the first time now, and I'm perfectly okay with that.
I think this is glitched. Like, where the hell did I grabbed onto something that doesn't seem to want to let me climb up?
But yeah, I'm way more interested in, like, I heard about this thing, and I want to watch it now, regardless of when it came out. Kind of like, I still need to finish Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, Cowboy Bebop's good.
Yeah, I've watched, like, the first half of the series, and it was fantastic. And I just haven't finished it yet. and that was, like, 8 years ago. So I need to do that before the Netflix show comes out.
Tell me what Icarus has to do with Pope's murder, Jack.
He got back up and dusted himself off like he really didn't just hurt himself. Like, you were on the floor for a while, dude.
I know how long it took me to get here. You're just standing up.
Travis Burfield used to go by the name of Ropeburn.
Is this going somewhere?
Ropeburn?
Charizard Oreo asked you like slice of life style anime.
Yeah, I can get into those.
Always want to swim in the big
Like, my only criteria is a good story. Like, if the story is good, I'll be down.
Yeah. I feel that way about literally. Slice of life does not have an initial appeal to me. I generally don't like it. Like, if it's sci-fi, fantasy, horror, I am more interested than
Not yet. He's still a cop.
like
No matter what
a
Kate
normal
says.
amount. Slice of life, I don't care about unless there's something that grabs me. And then if I like it, awesome. I will super dig it.
Yeah. He's
But,
headed to
like,
his car.
And like, coincidentally with anime, like, even when they kind of steer away from a lot of the supernatural stuff and go slice of life, they'll somehow still work in something supernatural anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think,
She never mentioned us.
there's this one anime that's like really
You're
sad,
the mentioning kind.
and
She told me to find you.
it's kind of like that trope where there's a main character, and I believe it might have come from like a visual novel where you could choose like one of many different people to like maybe end up with in a visual novel, but the anime kind of just tells you that story with one particular person as the main person, though he still has all the interactions with all the other people who he could have dated, I guess. And one of those people happen to be a ghost for some reason. Like, I mean, like, nothing else in the show is really all that supernatural, but then just this one particular character happens to be a ghost. Somebody probably knows what I'm talking about.
And blues in jail don't.
Sad anime. And I was like, do you mean Welcome to the NHK?
It's a death sentence.
Because that's a sad anime.
I've not seen that, no.
It's sad. I think it has a happy ending if I remember correctly. But like, it's
Clanad, yes. Insightfully Daft got it.
You better learn how to run.
Clanad.
Running is what I do best.
Oh, Clanad.
Don't know what that means, so to me that's a terrible title. But
That title.
don't
If
think I've
you gotta
even
look
heard
it
the
up,
word
it better.
Clanad in that show at all. It might be a music term.
Tommy says, my suggestion, deep dive into Dragon Ball Z, all episodes, critiques, references. Yeah, I'm gonna. Great suggestion.
I mean, I love Dragon Ball Z, but no.
I don't love Dragon Ball Z, and I'm gonna know. I've seen a little bit of it, and it was interesting, and it's also something that I can appreciate.
If it's a thing you
and
didn't
then-
grow up with, like, that's absolutely fair. Like, Dragon Ball Z is not a good story. It's not even like good action anime by today's standards.
Yeah.
But like, it has great characters. Like, I'll give it that.
Yeah. I feel like it's a product of, for a lot of people, a specific time, and I don't think that should cheapen it, but it does make it more of it's not really for me. Ah, Charizard Oreo knows welcome to the NHK. Yeah. One of their favorites. Cool.
There might be jumps that are too far for me to roll out from, and that might be what's happening there.
Ooh, Luke Marcy asked, what do we think about cutscenes that are totally different style from the game they're in?
I don't mind them as long as they're still good in and of themselves. Like if the animation, the art, or the story that they tell like is good and compelling, then it's fine. Because a lot of times you get that because it costs money to keep all that cutscene stuff in the game, and like they gotta get in under budget somehow. So like I won't what's the word I'm looking for? Like I won't not that I'm docking points for bad cutscenes, but like I won't hold that against anyone personally. But if even the style that they choose ends up being like just bad in general, then yes, I will hold that against them because they chose this is the route that we go to tell this part of the story, and that's not good. Then it's not good.
Yeah. Yeah, I really, if I can tell why they did that, then I'm on board with it. Because there's some games that do it that I'm totally blanking on who. But like I've seen it, and it doesn't mimic the style, but it mimics something that matches with the feeling the game wants. So like the graphics look a way they do, but the cutscenes are like much darker and lower color palette and grimier, and nothing really pops. And it works because that fits the thematic theme, and you can't make a game based on those graphics you wouldn't be able to see. But for these specific things, it works, and then it adds to the feeling. So really, it's the purpose. Or if they run out of money and they're just like, "This is the best we could do," I'll be like, "Okay, that's a purpose."
Let's get into that door.
The thematic theme,
fence.
Jesse. Yes, Lampy, the thematic theme. I don't doubt that I totally said that. I've heard me talk. That sounds like my language.
Oh crap! I walked off that edge without jumping.
Oh, so I'm not bashing Dragon Ball Z. In the exact same vein, but something that I hold dear. I freaking love Yu-Gi-Oh.
First season of Yu-Gi-Oh is good.
It's not, but I love it. It's stupid. But I saw it at the right time, and I've rewatched like the whole first like series, or the first 3 seasons or whatever.
Right.
And like, yeah, it's still bad. I still love it. I love that the rules of the game are absolute horse hockey and make no sense, and they make it up as they go.
Yeah, the main character like cheats all the time or something.
I mean, he's not cheating. He's playing it by the rules. It's just the rules constantly change. Like, they're like, oh, I have this card and it has light in the title. So now when I play it, because you have this card that's making a fog on the field, it removes it. And they're like, dang it, it worked. And it's like, okay, I guess if everybody is on board with this, I guess them's the rules. But I love it, but like, I generally don't recommend it to anybody. Like, I really have to know that this would be their jam. Or if they're a kid, I guess it would probably work better.
Yeah, my younger brother had a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But he was the only one. I guess he was the only one young enough to like fall into that. Because none of the rest of us did.
Yeah. It's not a bad game. I played the card game for a while too. It's not as fun as the card game in the show because you have the rules you have to follow. But it's a fun game. I did enjoy it.
I've never been able to actually get into a card game, but like I know that I would love like a tabletop card game, like a trading card game.
Yeah.
Are you an Adventure Time fan?
Yeah.
Have you seen?
I haven't seen a lot of it, but I've seen.
Have you managed to see the episode where they played what was it, Card Wars, like their tabletop game?
Oh.
It's such a great episode because, and I'm gonna just explain the whole episode because it's such a great episode. Like Jake, the dog, is a fan of the game Card Wars, and no one wants to play the game with him, or people who did play the game with him stop playing the game with him because he loves the game so much and he gets really competitive when he plays Card Wars. And so Finn, who doesn't know anything about Card Wars, is like, sure, I'll play with you, despite everyone else basically saying like, no, this is not a good idea, don't play Card Wars with Jake. Finn's like, whatever, I'll play the game with you. So they start getting into the game, and Finn is a natural at Card Wars, and it's because he keeps making the statement like, it's just logic. Because like, and it's perfectly true, like all the stuff he does is like the decisions he's making make perfect sense because it's logical within the rules of the card game. And Jake is like losing his mind because like Finn is like beating his like super nerdy strategies with like very basic logical counters. And it really made me want to play a tabletop card game. Like they even released, I think, a mobile app, but the mobile app was like super watered down. It was like random. Like you would put cards on the table and then a thing would spin, and if the thing spun in your favor, then you would win the round. So it was like, yeah, this is not what they showed me in the cartoon at all. That was a big disappointment.
Speakeasy says the Yu-Gi-Oh card game is terrible. Too many cards have like a paragraph's worth of printed of what they do printed. They need to simplify it. You're not wrong. Some of those cards do have a straight up short story as their card effect.
Gotta memorize those joints.
Yeah. But I do the problem with tabletop, like the problem with trading card games, it's like you do have to kind of invest to get into them.
That's true.
Because like I have a bunch of Magic cards behind me. My partner and I got into, and this is how they get you. We went to some cons, and they were giving them away for free, like starter packs. And we got some, and we played it, and we were like, "This is fun." And we already had like a complete deck for each of us, and we were like, "Well, we could get a few more cards to spice this up." And then we went to another con, and they had more things, so we each got another full deck, and we were like, "Oh, this is cool. We could get some more." And that's how they got us. They gave us a bunch of stuff for free, and we eventually started to build it. Now I have several sleeves of cards.
That sounds just like drugs.
Look, they don't call it cardboard crack for nothing.
That is exactly how drugs work. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, where did you guys come from? What's happening here? I was not prepared. Is there an alarm going off? Because I can barely hear the game myself, so. I did take quite a bit of time to figure out what the hell I'm supposed to be doing.
Which I think, if you're interested in card building games, have you played deck builders?
No, I have not.
A lot of them are like a simpler version of that, where you have a pool of cards that you are building a deck out of, but you always start with like a smaller set, like a small deck. It's like, okay, you have like 5 cards, and then as you play, you get more and more cards in your hand, and you build up your entire deck and now you're playing with that, but your strategy is always coming from this like base number of cards. So it's a good in-between for not having to spend all the money on new freaking cards and still having that fun strategy of playing a card game.
They're telling me to get
like
to that side. But how? I'm getting shot from here. I have a time limit in terms of getting to that side. I wonder. They give me
Andrew
a gun.
says
Do I need this to
next
shoot through the
bit-
window?
Oh. Andrew says this next bit frustrated
wait.
the heck out of me.
I can just bust through windows.
Oh, well, that's good.
Okay, I needed the gun to shoot through windows.
Oh, well.
I don't remember having to do that, but okay. Oh crap. I'm out. That's enough. Oh, okay, I can kick too. Good. See, who needs guns? Get up again.
Blue. Good question. I usually don't say much, but
Wait, what?
Oh, blue version asks if I generally don't reveal much detail about my partner. I usually just say my partner, or in other words, your partner. It's like, yeah, pretty much. She doesn't do all the streams, and I don't blame her.
Right, yeah.
There's so much like dress and need for skill sets and like an amount of enjoyment that has to come from like interacting with people in this way that I really enjoy. Like it's a performance in a sense. And I like that.
Yeah.
I am an entertainer. That's what I want to do. And not everybody is like that. Wow, all those windows are getting busted.
And none of which are mirrors, by the way.
Not a single one. I didn't see any ray tracing. They were just glass. How does the glass not cut into her? Great question.
Remember, she's on the edge.
She's on. That's why she's on.
Oh god. Ah, of course they shot the crap out of me.
Isn't that where it's the sharpest though?
Oh, I'm not dead yet.
Oh, well, that's good. Why isn't there a cutscene of her pulling shards of glass
Now
out
I'm
of
dead.
herself painfully?
Now I'm dead.
Wilbo says, in most card games, strategy they found was usually have a slim deck so you can churn through it quickly. Usually, being able to get through all your cards is not a bad strategy. However, you have to be able to do something if you just go through it and you're out of cards and then you lose.
Oh no, that's bad. I should just kept going, huh? I thought I could take him because he busted through the door in front of me.
Oh yeah, Pogson says Slay the Spire is a pretty good deck building game, and that's on PC.
Oh no.
I've heard good
running.
things about it. I haven't played it yet. I think it's free on Epic right now because I think I just got it. Slay the Spire 2.
I think that's also on Game Pass.
So if you want to try a digital one. What was the one? Didn't Amy review a Circle
of
Pain?
Yes, that sounds yes,
with
that sounds
Owl
right.
Friend? I think that was a deck builder. I might be wrong. It was either that or I think it was that because I was co-hosting the stream. And she was playing a deck builder.
No.
But she pronounces it Dick. So I was trying really hard not to laugh for about 30 minutes. And then chat finally brought it up and I was like, okay, I am free to laugh at this now. And I just freaking did for the rest of the stream.
There are so many rats that just run across the screen randomly in this game.
Lampy, she is hilarious. You are correct. My partner is a very funny person.
Right. Oh, what was the pun that she made on your on your stream that day? She like named the
the
centaur
oh,
in your screen. Oh god, that was funny. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head right now.
I forget too, and she's not here. I can't ask. But it was beautiful.
Get up! Oh god! Stop shooting me! Yeah, I cannot slow down, huh? Gotta keep that momentum high.
Yeah. Hand of Fate 2 was free on Epic. Cool. I don't know if it still is.
Get up there.
Insightful says, Jesse, did you see the clip from one of Amy's streams where she yells out, "Get jacked"? No. Someone please share that. I need to sound clip that and add it to my Twitch of Amy shouting, "Get jacked." That's hilarious. Please tell me where I can find that. Please link it.
This helicopter's being a pain. Ugh. Just let me jump to the roof, you dirtbag. I walked off. Come on, come on. Stop falling, Faith.
Here's the thing that I do appreciate about this game that I've only been able to look at very briefly. It seems like it's a pretty good, when the character puts their hands out, to like not necessarily grab something, but to like bounce off of it. It feels like the proper distance. And that was something that even watching like Resident Evil 7, that I felt like it never worked. Like, when you got close to something and then you could bring out your gun, it was just like, I thought I was closer than that, but I have this whole gun between me and it. Like, nothing felt like spatially proper as soon as you added a foreign object. I feel like in this, it looks more like what it should.
Yeah, you know how, if you ever seen, like, certain games that, like, break the camera and pull it out with what they're normally first person? It's like all of a sudden you'll realize that you're, like, disembodied arms and legs. Oh, I should have been that way. Like, this feels like such a complete body. Like, you can see, like, her head in the shadow, like... I feel like that's all there. Like, I haven't seen proof of the fact, but it does seem like she's all here as you control the character.
Andrew says you can just go. You don't have to climb. Just get away from the chopper.
I don't have to climb?
That's what Andrew says.
No, this is a barbed wire fence. I can't just go. I can climb on this though. That's like slightly lower than the roof.
Twitch has gone completely silent after I said please find that clip. And I hope everybody is
They're all searching for it. I'm
Insightful found it and tagged me in Discord. Okay, hang on. Let me get this. Gotta. Okay. I gotta hear this. Oh man, that's delightful.
can't get from there to there. But it's telling me to get up there. But I can't do it. Where I was. Okay. But up here means getting shot a bunch.
That's no good.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you, Insightful. Twitch is a dedicated bunch. You are right, Ginger.
Watch it, blues up ahead. Looks like you're gonna have to fight.
Ow!
Speakeasy
I thought I was
says,
sliding.
Speakeasy says, I think there's a video on YouTube of parkour runners reviewing this and praising the motion and reactions by the character model as fairly realistic.
Nice.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Look at that. Because yeah, it really, it's cool to see, because I remember that when it first came out, when it was new, and being like, oh yeah, this is really cool.
Stop.
And seeing it now, it still looks like your movement and everything like looks good. Like, yeah, the graphics are from 2008, 9, whatever, but the style is strong and the movement is strong. Like, the feel is still there.
I gotta beat some of these guys, huh? Boom! Give me that gun. Come on now. He was incapacitated.
Oh, what a kick!
Right?
Andrew says you gotta kill him.
Andrew always wants me to kill him.
Watch it, blues up ahead. Looks like you're gonna have
I mean, I'll admit, it does seem quite difficult to get through that without having to deal with those cards.
That is probably the solution. But also, that's been Andrew's solution since the beginning.
Oh, damn it. Ugh. I gotta get that gun off the first guy, and then we'll be able to make moves, I think. Wait, where am I going?
watch it, blues up ahead. Looks like you're gonna have to fight.
Great question. There was another game, I forget what year it came out, but my friend Blight was playing Dead Space on the stream
Right.
a few weeks ago. That game looks great. Like, again, it's, you know, it's time period graphics, but it still looked surprisingly good for a 360 era game.
Give me the... Thank you.
Andrew says, I think there's an achievement for a pacifist run.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
You can knock them out. Okay.
Which I would have gotten had I not learned that you could get guns near the end of the game.
Hey, you can't shoot.
Like, I want to say it was like the very last, like, mission. Is that all of them? I thought there were more guys than this. But, like, yeah, guns, like, destroy this game. Like, it's not fun to use the guns.
So I'm a Speakeasy says, yeah, the graphics do show age, but still runs very smoothly. Yeah, so I'm a huge sayer of, like, the art style is more important.
Yeah,
Like,
the
that's what's
graphical
gonna give it.
fidelity. Makes
Right.
sense.
If it looks real, it ain't gonna look real forever. But if it looks good, it can look good forever.
It is really funny how you can see, like, in magazines and like just historical texts about like older games and stuff, how people would say that something that is like a blocky mess looked realistic. But like at the time it did.
Oh, yeah. I mean, kind of. I remember freaking, like, my dad walking in on a friend of mine playing, like, MLB 98 or something.
Right.
Who thought it was a real baseball game. And, like, part of that is, I mean, we were playing on, like, a CRT TV. So, like, everything looks fake on that now.
I just find it so funny because it keeps happening. It's like the
Oh, yeah.
last couple of Maddens or NBA this or that's will be like, oh, this looks photorealistic. It looks like the real game. And then the next couple will come out and it's like, okay, now the old ones don't look like that anymore. And these look
Right.
photorealistic. So what the hell happened?
Exactly. I brought that up in the Alone in the Dark behind schedule because I had found clips before I had done that, and I was like, I gotta use this. from magazines saying that Resident Evil 2 looked realistic.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Achieved true realism in games, and like just showed a screenshot of it. It's like, okay, like that's because that's how we're seeing it now. But as we progress, we'll be able to see the flaws that we couldn't see before, because we were all swept away by how great it is. And like, man, I remember people saying like when the Matrix 2 or whatever, that Agent Smith fight looked so realistic.
No, I remember them even at the time saying that looked bad. I love the second Matrix. I really do. But I remember those critiques, and I could not say much about them, like, because yeah, that didn't look good. That was not good CGI.
It does not. Also, Lampy brought it up. I heard it too. He said historical texts about games. They're not that old, Case. Like, I don't think
they will be historical texts eventually.
Eventually, yeah. I don't know if we can call them historical yet.
Come on, stop grabbing this. I'm trying to jump up here.
Yeah, and also when you're moving forward in like visual fidelity,
nope.
It's harder to see the difference. What looks better as like PS5 to PS4 when PS5 comes out is like, yeah, it looks better, but how great does it look? Until you get used to everything looking that good, and then when you take that step back is when you notice all of those things, and you're like, oh wow. So it is much easier to see the difference when looking backwards, when you're, focused on what's happening right now.
Makes sense. Yeah, I need to start punching folks. Like, I keep, like, instinctively trying to disarm them first, but they're not giving me that red marker yet.
Does that count as a pacifist run if you
kick a dude off
a building?
Sure, I didn't shoot again.
I don't think that's what the definition of pacifist is. Fairly certain.
As long as my there's no gun residue on my hands, they can't prove anything. Yeah, I'm getting turned around because they're telling me to go that way. But I do that. How? Was that not where I already was? Yes, it was. I somehow jumped back over this way at some point. Oh.
Sacred Text 1998 gaming magazines. Yeah. That's right, Charizard.
Ow. Should I hit her head on the top of that? Oh no, damn it.
And Poxon says, I don't remember the Matrix 2 other than the freeway fight. I mean, it's
the first... most of the movie.
Yeah, the first like 45 minutes of the movie is like them talking, and then the last 45 minutes of the movie is a super long fight scene. And a big chunk of that is the freeway fight. So you're remembering like a fourth of the movie.
Yeah, it's a 22-minute car chase. I think it's like a record. Or
wow.
No, it was a record until something else recently. Well, not recently, but something else afterwards, I believe. Jerk.
Milky says, I disagree. PS2, PS3, you can see the difference going forward. I would say, yes, you can see the difference going forward. Absolutely. But the severity of the difference is much easier to see when you're looking at it backwards. You're used to the PS3 and then looking at the PS2. Because every generation does definitely improve. And even within the generation of, first games out on the PS2 versus the last games out on the PS2 look quite a bit different.
Come on. Come on, melee.
Ace says, really hoping they release new Matrix games with the new film. Could be cool. I've never played any of the Matrix games. They're probably neat.
Yeah, I liked Enter the Matrix, though it for sure had some problems. Like, it was like a side story, so it was technically canon. Like, it told you like what was going on in the margins of Reloaded. I don't know if it. Yeah, I think it was just about what was going on in Reloaded, not the last one. Revolutions, which people hated. I still liked it. I'm sorry. I'm a Matrix stan.
It's okay.
Oh God.
Oh, Honey Money asks how long are you streaming? It is 6 o'clock.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. So I don't have to struggle to try to get to the end of this level, I guess. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this throwback stream. I know I did. Like, this game is fun. Like, I'm back into the groove of like jumping around, and like I remember how fun it is to do that. It's making me actually want to go back and try an entirely different game. Funnily enough, what is it? Ghost Runner. Because that game has a lot of first-person parkour in it, which also feels good, but it's also like super challenging and like it's kind of Twitch reactions and stuff. But I may also check out Catalyst, since that's a thing that I have access to in the near future.
Ooh.
But just throw it on the list of games that I want to play and may never get the chance to. But Jesse, what do you want to let these people know that you're going to be up to the next couple weeks and so? Plug.
Oh man, you can see videos that I do on Escapist. I'm still gonna stay behind schedule, even though that came out, a few weeks ago. But whatever, it's still out. That's cool. I don't have any 3 minutes review coming up now, so can't pitch anything for that. But we do stream. You and me and Nick will all be on Saturday for the game night stream.
Yep.
And I should be streaming Friday for another throwback stream.
Cool.
Not exactly sure what I'll be playing. Might play Dragon's Dogma, because I always want an excuse to play that game.
That should be fun. Yeah, I've been curious about that.
I freaking love that game. It's fantastic. And you can also watch me on my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/RexConJesse. I've been doing my next behind schedule game on there. Some people were asking about if I could stream the editing, like the actual video editing process, because they were kind of curious about that. So I'll probably do some of that this week.
Okay.
And they also stream with my friend Rainbow Blight Thursday nights at 6 Eastern. So basically when the Escapist streams end, you can come on over to that.
Nice. You can find my personal stuff at Sigma Gears 9 on Twitch as well. My Twitter will kind of tell you where I'm going to pop up, because yes, I have a personal Twitch, but I also have a community Twitch for the community I moderate, the Open Party. I'll announce it here first because I like you guys a lot. The Open Party is going to do another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate tournament. We did one in 2019. That's how long ago we did, because it's a big undertaking, but it was a lot of freaking fun. Like, we called it Bounty Hunters because the hosts, myself, Blue Bones, and Superman Jeff, participated, and if you managed to beat us and eliminate us before you got to the championship, you got extra prizes. So we're gonna bring it back in the near future. Stay tuned for details, but make sure you're following the Open Party on Twitch or on Twitter, wherever you can, and YouTube. The Open Party Gaming has a YouTube channel as well, where you can even find the original tournament there. So investigate, look up some stuff in the past if you like. Other than that, I should have another 3MR coming soon. Like, I'm working on it right now. And A Marvelous Escape is done, but I do think we have one more Falcon and Winter Soldier episode wrap-up thing coming next weekend.
That reminded me of the thing. I gotta say after you're done.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I did the movie podcast this week.
Right. That's true.
If you didn't see that, you can go to Escapist Movies and check that out. I was with Darren and Jack. We got to talk about Mank, Mortal Kombat, and the Oscars.
Nice. Yeah, that was a good conversation. I was in the chat for that.
I saw. I'm glad you enjoyed that.
So
it was
that's gonna
really fun to do.
It was. Go check it out if you missed it. But that's going to do it for today's throwback stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you, Jesse, for co-hosting with me. Thanks, everybody in the chat as well. Bye. See you later. Peace.
Bye, everybody.